Okay guys, today is a very exciting day because we are working in the Hames gallery and we're going to start setting up this 2-meter beast. Okay, so I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago that I made the previous video in here, which was kind of like an introduction. I told you guys where this studio is located, what the plan is for this project, how many tanks we have. Actually, since then, a lot of it has changed already. A lot of it has been done. This is my second day working here. Yesterday I did 2 scapes. Today I've just finished with the 120 and now we're working on the 2-meter tank. I'm going to give you guys a very quick preview of all the other tanks. Okay, so just a quick overview of the 3 tanks that are already done. This is the 120. This will be a angelfish tank with a lot of echinodorus. Then over here we have sort of like a river style. I'm thinking of using a lot of lotus plants in here, you know, like lily, stuff like that. And then over here we have a classic iwagumi. This is a request from the owners. Traditional iwagumi, you know, just a grass foreground basically. So those 3 tanks are all going to be individual complete build videos. So I'm filming everything from start to finish and they'll probably be released in 2-3 months, something like that. So you guys have to wait a little bit for that. This one, because it's such a big tank, it's a big project, I'm going to separate it into several parts. So today we're doing a hardscape. The next video will be planting, then adding the fish, and then a final result. So like 4 videos just about this big tank. I think that's reasonable. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this amazing setup. So the tank itself is custom made and it's actually made from float glass. So these days, you know, a lot of high-end aquascaping tanks are made from optic white glass. This is float glass, which is a little bit cheaper. I think there was a little bit of a communication error with the manufacturer of the tank. I think they wanted optic white, but kind of they forgot to mention it somewhere. That doesn't matter. Still a beautiful, beautiful tank. So it's measuring 2 meters from left to right. It's 70 centimeters front to back, so 70 centimeters in width, and the height is 60 centimeters. I think that comes down to a total of 840 liters. Okay, then the lights. I think in the last video they were not up yet. Right now they are hanging from the ceiling. Still need to be adjusted a little bit, they're not completely straight, but these are Chihiro's Vivid 2s. This is the flagship light from Chihiro's. Actually, every single tank in this little studio is lit by Chihiro's lights, and every tank has a bit of a different model as well. So these are the most expensive ones, and as we go around the shop, they become a little bit cheaper. Chihiro's Vivid 2s, 3 of them, super powerful. I think we'll be pretty much able to grow every single plant in this tank. Okay, let's see if I can show you guys what's happening below the tank. So it's sitting on an aluminum frame and then it's just covered by these magnetic doors sort of. So there's a lot of space here. We're going to put some very big filters. I think we'll use Eheim 5 Plus something. I'm not very familiar with Eheim filters, but that will all come later. But just to show you guys what's happening underneath the tank. So that's the setup for now. I think once the tank is up and running and we have more equipment installed, we can always do another equipment video or something. Yeah, I think it's time to start working on the hardscape. First question is, what kind of materials am I going to use? So of course, because we are in a shop, we kind of want to show off as many different materials as possible. So in this tank we have the Sirius stone. Here we have the lava wood with the petrified wood stone. Then here I have the river wood with the darker pebbles. So in here I want to show off something different again, you know. Now I definitely want to use a combination of wood and rocks. And when it comes to the wood, we have this stuff, which is called corba root. Let me bring it a little bit closer to the camera. So these are just like really big root structures, quite nice. But I think I want to use something else. We also have this stuff, it's called mangrove wood. I think this will probably release a lot of tannins, so also not my favorite option. Now what is my favorite option is spider wood. So here they have some medium-sized pieces. Over there, they have a massive one. Look at this piece. That's my hand. This thing is absolutely massive. They have a few of these really large pieces of spider wood, so I think this will be my preferred option. Okay, so let's take this one with us to the gallery. Okay, so that's the one I just grabbed. I have another one over here. And one more over here. So maybe with these 3 pieces we can kind of make the main hardscape structure, and then we can always add smaller pieces of wood for details. I did a little bit of work off camera with the wood, and I think I have a pretty cool idea. Piece number 1, piece number 2, and they kind of lock together. Okay guys, so here's what I'm thinking. If we look at this tank over here, this is almost like a concave composition. So the left side and the right side will be heavily planted. In the middle will be a little bit more open. Same thing over here, no? Big plants on left and right side. Center will be open, also because we have a nice sand path. So what if with this tank we keep the right side and the left side a little bit more open? Basically create like an island style composition. Have the center open as well, because we kind of created this little cave, gap, whatever you want to call it. Almost like another arch. Island style composition, you know, a lot of stem plants in the background. Yeah, a bit of a open foreground with crypts underneath the wood, Bobitis, Java ferns on the wood as well. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, I've talked to the owners, they approve as well, so let's put the plan in motion. First up, let's remove the cards. And in case anyone is curious, price tag for this piece of wood is 150 euros. So that's already 300 euros worth of Hardscape in the tank. We only just got started. So I've moved both pieces a little bit further towards this side. So the opening in the center is now a little bit larger. Next step is going to be gluing. Both pieces are going to be glued to the bottom glass panel. Okay guys, both pieces of wood are now firmly in place. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes to fully cure, but it's already not moving anymore. We are going to, of course, add more pieces of wood, but I think now is a good idea to start adding in some substrate. When we have the substrate in, it's just easier to position other pieces of wood. So that's the next step. Okay, when it comes to soil, they have a lot of options to choose from. We have Denler, we have Oase, we have ADA, we have JBL, but I think the guys want me to use Chihiro soil. I do have a bag of crushed lava rock that's already open, which I've used in the other tanks, so I'll probably use this as well. Okay guys, let's see how many bags we are going to use. This is number 1. Okay guys, we have got 9 bags of aquasol in here right now. I think that's quite a good amount. We might need a few more, but I'm now going to start adding in some more pieces of wood. I'm just going to keep the labels on for now because I'm not really sure if I'm going to use all of them, but see, between these 2 big branches there's quite a bit of open space, so we can add this one, for example. That could be nice. We have quite a bit of empty space over here, so just some small pieces to make it look a little bit more interesting. And I want to kind of extend the hardscape towards the edge here, so another piece over here. Then in the background here is still very empty, so I'm going to add another piece. Yeah, I think this is starting to look pretty good already. I like where this is going. So I think all the pieces of wood that are in here right now I will definitely use. So I can remove all the labels, and then let's start adding in some rocks as well. And when it comes to rocks, we have a lot of options to choose from. So I've already used Seiryu stone in the Iwagumi, so I'm thinking of leaning towards something like lava. So we have the black lava here. We also have this stuff here, which is called Kuroi dark rock. I think this could be also a nice option. Okay, I've just grabbed one of each. So we have the black lava rock and the dark Kuroi rock. So this one is a little bit more grayish, and this one is like pure black. Okay, I've talked to the owners and I think we all agree that the black lava is the best option. Okay, so I've already started placing in some black lava rocks. It's starting to look pretty good already, but I'm now just going to take my time and kind of find the perfect position for each rock. Of course, that's super boring, so let's just fast forward to the end result. Okay guys, the hardscape is officially done. So I think the next step is to install the filters. Then we're going to fill it up with water and do a little dark start as well.